Hi guys, I'm here at the Bible study. I hope you guys are having a good night. Let's see what we're in. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Is my bookmark even in here? Oh my goodness. Where's my bookmark? What happened to my bookmark, Sharon? Oh no, bring it over here. I have to find where we are. Thank you. Hold on guys, please. I have to look up where. I guess I should have looked at this since I've been gone, huh? Dang. I did that. We ain't done this, so I guess I'll go to this one. Give me a second to get there.
Right.
Get what? What did you say?
Get it right.
Did you just call me Tubby?
Get it right, puppy.
You better not call me Tubby.
I said, get it right, puppy.
I can't. Okay, I gotta find the psalm. We're going to go to the psalm. There's so many psalms. I'm looking for it here. Almost found it, guys. I'm sorry. I thought it'd already be set up since, you know, 'cause I always set it up. Alright. So today we'll be on Psalm 16. Okay? What? I don't know nothing. I know. So the devotion tonight is by Cynthia Ruchetti. And the Bible verse she picked out tonight to go with her devotion is Psalm 16, verse 11. And that says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." Can you understand what I'm saying? Can you understand what I'm saying when I talk? For real. Alright, so let's go to the Bible, or I'll go to the Bible, and I will read to you Psalm 16 real quick. It's not long. Alright, a Miktam of David. Keep me safe, O God, for in you I take refuge. I said to the Lord, "You are my God." Apart from you, I have no good thing. As for the saints who are in the land, they are the glorious ones in whom is all my delight. The sorrows of those will increase who run after other gods. I will not pour out their libations of blood or take up their names on my lips. Lord, you have assigned me my portions and my cup. You have made my lot secure. The boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who counsels me. Even at night my heart instructs me. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you let your Holy One see decay. You have made known to me the path of life. You have filled me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. And of course, that was the psalm where David was talking about Jesus, saying, Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you let your Holy One see decay. Because Jesus was resurrected, his body didn't decay. Okay, so now let's go back to our devotion. Alright, and see what Cynthia says in her devotion about Psalm 16. I'm trying my best to talk. It's really hard. I can still feel the warmth of that freshly baked cookie in my hands. It was the perfect accompaniment to my second cup of coffee that morning, as I prepared to facilitate a brainstorming workshop a few weeks ago. Days earlier, the retreat team had included a single individually wrapped gourmet cookie in our registration packers. With an allergy that prevents me from most treats, I was delighted to find gluten-free options on the gourmet offerings. I passed up the chocolate chip and picked the gluten-free toffee cookie. I savored to the last crumb. Fast forward to the day of the brainstorming team. The husband of a woman already seated at the round table of attendees was late. His wife explained that he'd noticed how much I enjoyed that single toffee cookie. He'd walked to the bakery early that morning to get me a repeat of that delight. He just texted, she said. He had to wait for the cookie to come out of the oven. He walked, he waited, he purchased, he walked back, simply so he and his wife could bless me. That overt thoughtfulness meant far more than the warm toffee goodness in the bakery bag when he finally arrived, breathless but smiling. That couple modeled the way Jesus delights in blessing his people. He's not stingy, and he sets a high standard for generosity. He too walked this earth. He knows what it's like to be here on this earth. Waited for his Father's timing for his ministry. Purchased us for his own, and will one day walk back with unimaginable joy in hand. His reward, the joy on our faces. And the ones who are his, won't we have joy on our faces? Can you imagine the joy on our faces when we see Jesus? No greater joy, right? That's for sure. Yep, nobody can surpass Jesus' generosity. It's just so thoughtful, even if she wasn't feeling good that day. They thought the guy was late because he just wanted to go to the bakery and get the woman that toffee cookie that she loves so well to bring to her. That was so sweet. And even if she was sick, she would accept it and be like, just the thought that counts, was the most important, touching thing. I've had people, it's so rude, that I've gave stuff to, and they're like, I don't remember what it was. It might have been a box of candy or something. And they're like, I can't have that. I'm diabetic. I mean, I hurt my feelings.
I got it. Too, I got this.
TV just pops on by itself.
A deliciously bold smoothie.
I mean, I think that's rude. I would have just took it and said thank you, and gave it to somebody else or something. But I think that's really rude when people do that. But it's really embarrassing. That's why I'm afraid to give certain people things, because when that happens, I thought, well, that's rude. But yes, it's so nice, and it feels so good to give to do things for people. It really, really does. It really feels good to give. And they were being like Jesus. And they made her very happy. Just with a cookie. Just for their thought of getting her a cookie. Alright, let's see what she says for homework. Maybe to make a cookie. And give it to somebody. Let's see. Fullness of joy comes in his presence. What seemingly small delights can you notice and thank Jesus for today? Oh. No matter how many times Sherm's shirts get washed and stuff, he needs one of those big terry bibs, and I gotta get him one. He's over there eating a fudge bar. Yeah, I know. He's over there eating a fudge bar, and it's dripped all over his shirt. His nice, clean shirt. Now he's over there all sad and crying. It's all over his shirt. Are you happy about that now? You go throw your stick out, you little slob. Oh, I'm the same way. I'm a slob. I really am. I don't know how. I'll try my best to be careful, and then I'll dump like the whole soup on me or something. I'm the clumsiest person, I swear.
I'm a pig.
You're a pig. Sherm's a pig. Let's see here. I gotta go back up to date. So tomorrow, my dears, we'll be in the book of Job. Job chapter 12. So I would get that set up for us, of course. We'll gotta line up. What's going on? Alright, so let's see if we want to do this. See what this is today. Oh yeah, nice and pretty.
Ow!
You be good.
Ow!
Sit down.
I'm a pig.
I know you're a little pig.
Pig, pig,
Piggy piggy.
pig,
Mr. Piggy.
pig.
Look at that. Change that shirt. You change that shirt. And you got shirts in that bag, by the way. And underwear, too.
Don't say that on camera.
That were washed last night.
Don't say that on camera. Underwear.
Okay, guys. This devotion is called Opened Ears. Psalm 40, verses 1 through 10.
Don't say that on camera.
Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require. Psalm 40, verse 6. Recently, I was having trouble with my ears and decided to try a somewhat controversial treatment. It was supposed to melt the wax in my ears and clear out any impediments that might get in the way of the ability to hear. How is it going to get the wax out? Hey, you listening? It's going to put wax in his ears to clean his ears out. How's it going to get it out? How would you get the wax back out?
Well, you put wax in your ears and get the wax out.
You want to clean his ears out, but how's it going to get the wax back out? Let's see. I have to admit that it sounded like a strange experience. But I was desperate to be able to hear clearly, so I was willing to give it a try. As important as good hearing is in life, it is even more important in our walk with God. In Psalm 40, verse 6, David declared, "Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require." The word "opened" in this verse can be translated "cleared out," and it speaks of what God desires for us. He wants our ears to be opened and ready to hear Him as He speaks to us through His Word. Yes, amen, guys. Sometimes, however, our spiritual ears may be blocked by the background noise of the surrounding culture or the siren songs of temptation and sin. So much in this world, right? So much pressure, peer pressure, don't stop when you're a teenager. It goes into adulthood as well. As you're hanging around the wrong crowd, the wrong people. May we instead turn our hearts to the Lord in full devotion, keeping our ears open to Him, so we will be sensitive to His voice. As He speaks, He will put His word in our hearts, and we will learn from Him to delight in His will. God speaks through His word to those who listen with their heart. Amen. Is that pretty how I did that one? Alright, and the next one for tomorrow, God willing, it will be called Never Too Busy. So I will get that one set up here in a little bit. And I do got a circle of kindness for you guys. This one has 4.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Won't you come read these ones? Come on. Because you can do it better than me right now. Will you read these for me? Seriously. That has nothing to do with it. A pig can read it too. Come on. Alright, this one's by Diane Lee from North Carolina. So, she says, what a blessing she was. It was one of those weeks when funds were really tight and I didn't have enough money for lunch. Payday wasn't until Friday, which was still 3 days away. I had lost one part-time job due to an injury, and while my job as a driver for a car rental agency paid well enough, my husband's new business was, as most new businesses, not yet thriving. I was driving a customer home, and we had chatted the whole way. After dropping her off, as I headed back to the office, I noticed a $5 bill in the cup holder. She didn't have to tip me, as drop-off service is included in the car rental agreement. But what a blessing she was. I was able to have a sandwich after all. God took care of her. He put it in that woman's heart to give her a tip. And this one is by Dace from Washington. Knowing I helped warmed my heart. When one of my closest friends was going through radiation treatment and losing her hair, the hospital provided her with a pretty hand-knit cashmere cap, soft and warm. However, summer was coming, and even without hair, I realized a cashmere hat would be too warm and uncomfortable. Knowing that pink is one of her favorite colors, I bought some cool, soft cotton yarn in that color and knit her a new cap. Seeing her happy smile when I presented her with that hat gave me a warm and fuzzy feeling in my heart. I was so happy I could help her. Amen. You know, if you're able to make hats and stuff like that, because I know people who are able to do that and they actually do help. If you can knit hats and stuff like that, you could make a lot of them and stuff and then donate them to homeless shelters and stuff so that people can have them for in the wintertime. Okay, and the next one is by Melissa from Oklahoma. I am so thankful for their kind hearts. I attend a body pump weights class at my gym. There are about 9 women, including the instructor, who have become a great support and in and out of the gym. I didn't share with them that my birthday was coming, but someone had sent it on Facebook and spread the word to the gym girls. Knowing I live alone and that my parents were away, these wonderful women surprised me that night at class with a happy birthday banner, song, and basket of some of my favorite things. I am so thankful for that kind heart of this group who thought of me and made my special day truly special. And that was nice. It's always nice to be thought of, isn't it? Any day. And this one is by Liga. Never heard that name before, Liga. Liga. And this one's from Illinois. Can you check the time?
Ow.
Small gestures make a big impact. So I tell you, the little things. So true. That's what mostly counts. What counts the most. Most mornings on my long drive to work, I stop at Starbucks drive-thru for a cup of coffee. What is it?
20.
Okay. One morning while waiting in line to pick up my order, I had a truck in front of me with a young lady driver. When she pulled away from the window, I pulled up. To my surprise, the barista let me know that the customer before me had paid for my order. That sweet gesture made my day, so much so that I paid it forward immediately by picking up the tab for the order of the next person in line. It goes to show, sorry guys, it goes to show that you don't have to do big things to make a difference in someone's life. These small gestures of kindness make a big impact. That's right, because somebody could be having a horrible start to their day and be all grouchy, got up on the wrong side of the bed, you know, and then somebody could do that, and that they could think, there's good people out here after all, you know. Well, that was nice of them. Why'd they do that? It changed their whole day around. Changed their whole attitude. So we got that one done. Do we got time to do the animal devotion? Let's see, guys.
I don't know.
If we can get it done.
I don't know.
All right, let's see. This one is called the... Everybody picked their animal because the animal's in the title of this one, so...
Dog.
Everybody pick it real quick.
Dog.
This one is called the Gobbling Goat.
Dog. Goat.
The Gobbling Goat.
The goat.
And this one's by Ashley Clark.
Oh.
Proverbs 4:23.
22.
Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. My family recently took a day trip to a farm complete with cotton, rows of sunflowers, and farm animals. My favorite part? The goats. Always the goats. There's just something about goats that gets me. Baby goats especially. For a minute, I even considered whether my backyard was large enough for my own pet goat. But then quickly decided my dog wouldn't be as thrilled as I was for that prospect. As I walked over to see the goats, the family ahead of me began feeding them one of the sunflowers from the farm. Quickly I realized I had come empty-handed and had little chance of getting the goats' attention. If I had to compete with a sunflower lunch, so I turned around and grabbed a handful of tall grass growing outside their fence. Would you believe those goats gobbled it down as if it were ice cream, or whatever the goat equivalent of ice cream is? While this willingness to eat anything works well for goats, the same does not hold true for people. Whether we are feeding our stomachs or our hearts, all too often I allow my heart to gobble up things that will make it sick. I feast on gossip, worry, and fear. I like the goats indiscriminately eat whatever is held out to me. Too rarely do I pause to consider the nutritional benefits of what I consume, whether it strengthens my heart, mind, or spirit, whether it aligns with those things God has called me to meditate upon. Instead, I consume headlines and social media as well as entertainment based on what is most convenient. The metaphorical grass on the other side of the goat's fence. Why am I surprised then, whenever my heart grows weak and weary? What I often forget is that God's prescribed diet is for my own benefit. When it comes to feeding my heart and spirit, I know I need to be intentional about the things I let in. That way, my own words in turn can be life-giving. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Matthew 12:34. Amen. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Bible study. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Let's bring those souls to Jesus. And God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible study. Bye guys. God bless. Good night.